Have you ever wondered why people act the way they do? Why someone ignores a message but scrolls social media for hours? Or why we overthink small things at night? Human behavior may seem random, but psychology shows us that there are clear patterns behind how we think, feel, and act. Today, we're diving into 7 powerful psychology facts that explain human behavior. Once you understand these, you'll start seeing people and even yourself very differently. Let's begin. Fact number 1. People care more about how you make them feel than what you say. You might forget the exact words someone said to you, but you'll rarely forget how they made you feel. That's because emotions are deeply tied to memory. If someone makes you feel valued, respected, or understood, your brain marks that interaction as important. This is why kindness matters so much. It's also why negative experiences like embarrassment or rejection stick with us for years. In everyday life, this explains why two people can say the same thing, but the one who delivers it with warmth is remembered positively. So if you want better relationships, focus less on perfect words and more on genuine emotion. Fact number 2. The brain hates uncertainty. Humans are wired to seek clarity. When we don't have answers, our minds try to fill in the gaps, often with worst-case scenarios. That's why overthinking happens. When someone doesn't reply to a message, we don't just think they're busy. We start imagining all sorts of possibilities. This is called the brain's need for closure. It wants a clear ending, even if the conclusion is negative. That's why people sometimes prefer a harsh truth over silence. It removes uncertainty. Understanding this can help you manage anxiety. Not every unanswered question needs an immediate answer. Fact number 3. People are influenced by what others do, even if they don't realize it. This is known as social proof. If you see a group of people doing something, you're more likely to believe it's the right thing to do. It's why trends spread so quickly and why people follow crowds even when the crowd is wrong. Think about it. If everyone around you starts laughing, you're more likely to laugh too, even if you didn't hear the joke clearly. Our brains use others as shortcuts to decide what's acceptable or correct. This explains everything from fashion trends to viral content. It also reminds us to think independently, because the majority isn't always right. Fact number 4. People justify their actions to protect their self-image. No one likes to think of themselves as a bad person. So, when people make mistakes, they often create reasons to justify their behavior. This is called cognitive dissonance, the discomfort we feel when our actions don't match our beliefs. For example, if someone lies, they might tell themselves it was necessary. If they hurt someone, they might believe the other person deserved it. This mental adjustment helps them maintain a positive self-image. Recognizing this can help you understand conflicts better. Often, people aren't trying to be difficult, they're trying to protect how they see themselves. Fact number 5. Attention is one of the most powerful rewards. Humans crave attention. It's a basic psychological need. When someone receives attention, whether positive or negative, the brain releases dopamine, making them feel rewarded. This is why people sometimes engage in attention-seeking behavior. Even negative attention can feel better than being ignored. It also explains why social media is so addictive. Likes, comments, and views all act as small rewards. If you want to influence behavior, where you give your attention matters. What you reward will grow. Fact number 6. First impressions are incredibly hard to change. Within seconds of meeting someone, your brain forms a judgment. This happens automatically, based on appearance, tone, and body language. Once that impression is formed, the brain tends to look for evidence that confirms it. This is called confirmation bias. If you think someone is friendly, you'll notice their kindness more. If you think they're rude, you'll focus on their negative behavior. Because of this, first impressions carry a lot of weight. It doesn't mean they're always accurate, but they are powerful. Being aware of this can help you avoid judging too quickly and also remind you to be mindful of how you present yourself. Fact number 7. People are more motivated by loss than gain. Losing something feels worse than gaining something of equal value feels good. This is known as loss aversion. For example, losing $100 feels more painful than the happiness of gaining $100. This explains why people hold on to things longer than they should, whether it's money, relationships, or habits. The fear of loss can be stronger than the desire for improvement. It's also why limited time offers and don't miss out messages are so effective. They trigger the fear of losing an opportunity. Understanding this can help you make better decisions. Sometimes, letting go is actually the best move, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Human behavior isn't random, it's shaped by patterns, emotions, and deeply rooted psychological processes. From our need for certainty to our fear of loss, these hidden forces influence our daily lives more than we realize. When you start to notice these patterns, everything changes. You become more aware of your own reactions and more understanding of others. And with that awareness comes better decisions, stronger relationships, and greater control over your life. So the next time you wonder why someone acted a certain way or why you did, remember, there's always a reason behind it. You just have to look a little deeper.